'n stad soos Johannesburg huisves baie meer as net mense en hul troeteldiere. Daar is ook allerlei wilde diere wat hier 'n tuiste vind. Kirsten van Jaarsveld en Hanno Labuschagne het meer gaan uitvind.
Die Krugerwildtuin is 'n gewilde bestemming vir mense wat 'n bietjie wil wegkom om wild te besigtig. Maar wildkenners sê jy hoef soms nie eens die stad te verlaat om wilde diere te sien nie. Dr. Brian Koen is 'n paleontoloog verbonde aan die Universiteit van Johannesburg. In sy vrye tyd bestudeer hy graag wilde diere wat in stedelike gebiede voorkom.
The wildlife out there is more expansive than people think. There's leopards, jackals, brown hyenas, aardwolf, all on the doorstep of Johannesburg and Pretoria, which combined are 12 million people?
Koen het naby die Lanseria lughawe al 18 hyenas geïdentifiseer. 'n Hyena het selfs aan een van sy kameras gekou. Hierdie soort roofdier is in die verlede ook al in Rodepoort en selfs naby die besige Kululi's wisselaar opgemerk. Dr. Karin Lourens en die rehabilitasiespesialis Nikki Wright het die Johannesburg Wildlife Veterinary Hospital gestig. Hulle sê stedelinge sal verbaas wees as hulle weet wat in hulle buurt of moontlik selfs in hulle agtertuine skuil. By die hospitaal is daar tans 'n verskeidenheid diere, soos hierdie 2 uile, 'n piepklein vlermuis, 'n tierboskat, 'n bloukraanvoël en 4 muskeljaadkatte.
Genets are very common in especially Joburg because it's a very much wooded city. Often people don't know about it because they're arboreal and they are nocturnal. So people are often very surprised to find them in their gardens. They're excellent at keeping rodent populations down. They love Parktown prawns. The 4 we have here have all been hand-raised and they're ready to go into pre-release enclosures now.
Daar was al gevalle waar hulle wilde diere by sangomas moes wegneem. Wright sê hulle kom ook dikwels gevalle teë waar mense wilde diere aanhou, maar nie weet hoe om na hulle te kyk nie, soos byvoorbeeld meerkatte.
People are making a lot of money breeding those in their back gardens and selling them for like 2,000 rand a meerkat, this size. But when they reach about 6 months, they start marking everything with their anal gland, which really smells, and they start getting very, very frustrated, behaviorally frustrated because they can't fulfill their natural instincts, and also sexually frustrated, and they'll start attacking the family, the dogs, the visitors, people buying what they think are the Western dwarf crocodile, and yet they're actually just hatchling Nile crocodiles, which have grown. I had a woman phone once to say she had 2 big crocodiles in her back garden, could we come and fetch them? She'd given them to her boyfriend as a gift, and they had grown and grown and grown and grown, and now nobody could go into their back garden. And when we got there, they were like 2-meter big crocodiles. So these things tend to get out of hand, yeah.
Lourens sê mense hou 'n groter bedreiging vir die diere in as andersom. Sy maan dat mense beter ingelig moet wees wanneer dit kom by wilde diere.
Unfortunately, the biggest thing is misunderstandings, misconceptions about them. A lot of cultural issues with owls. We work with a company called Eco Solutions, which try and educate children about owls, to teach them that they are not something to fear. And it works really well, especially when you start educating the youth. Bats as well. People have this vampire bat, Dracula nonsense. Bats are actually quite excellent at mosquito control. They help pollinate crops. They're very, very... And diseases from them are quite rare. In America, they have rabies in their bats. In South Africa, we do not. So that scare is not there. The other biggest problem is poison. People put down for rats. It actually poisons every single other thing that eats it. And there is no such thing as a safe poison, even though it says so on the package.
5 jaar gelede het 'n jong hyena mense in Randburg behoorlik die skrik op die lyf gejaag. Koen en sy span het haar aangekeer, maar nie voor plaaslike inwoners dit self probeer doen het nie. Die kenners raai mense aan om eerder die DBV as die polisie te kontak as hulle 'n ongewone dier teekom.
Don't call the police. The police, they're afraid of it. And they'll chase it. I've never seen policemen run so fast. When we darted her, obviously the dart's not immediate. So she came tearing up out from under the bush she was hiding in. I've never seen South African policemen jump over their cars that fast in my life. They were literally like up and over the hoods, getting on the roofs, like, oh, it's coming, it's gonna... She was a baby. She didn't even have her back tooth in yet. Hadn't even erupted. She was probably 8 months old.